Okay, welcome back to the channel, everybody. So in this video, I'm going to take a look at how you release the golf club correctly in your golf swing. So many golfers get this wrong. We're going to go through it in this video, give you a lesson on the correct sequencing of the downswing and how to get the correct release. And I've got a cracking training aid which will assist you to achieve this. Okay, so first of all, welcome back to the channel. If you've been watching some content and you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'd really appreciate if you can just hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me. It gets my subscribers up. I can get more content out. You appreciate you if you can take a couple of seconds to do just that. So the sequencing of the downswing, the release of the golf club, ball turf, compression, all these buzzwords that we sort of see online. How do we do it? I've had a run of lessons recently over the last few weeks here at Penrith Golf Club, and so many golfers are complaining about the consistency of the ball striking, the hitting the ground first, the hitting thins, the mixing it with some nice strikes in there, but just not consistent enough. And generally speaking, it's the sequence in the downswing that is really suffering. The release of the golf club on the way down just isn't correct. So we're going to run through that because I think this can benefit so many golfers out there. So just to run through a couple of faults that I generally sort of see, and this might relate to you in the downswing, is it becomes a bit more of an arms sort of swing. So what I mean by that, we get to the top of that backswing, and then from there we start with the arms because we're trying to generate maybe speed, power, some distance, and we do that through the arms. So we end up throwing the arms down too fast. You can see the body doesn't transfer, it doesn't rotate, it doesn't open up, and the arms just sort of swing past you. So basically those arms are out racing your body. That's going to affect your low point control, your strikes, and also your club face control for your dispersion. Another huge aspect we sort of see is early extension. So what is early extension? So basically as you get to the top of the backswing, you come down this downswing, we stand up through the shot. Those hips early extend forward, we come out of our posture, we stand up, and again, no rotation, no weight shift, ball striking goes, club face control goes. So we know we need to hit down on that golf ball. We know we need to get that descending blow. We know we need to get that low point past the golf ball. It's not done just through hands and release, it's done a lot through the body, but the release is really important, and we're going to run through that as well. Just wanted to interrupt the video there. If you want to improve your game with myself, then I offer online golf lessons, monthly structured lessons where you get full access to myself on our own private coaching platform. If you're interested, drop me an email in the comments below. Okay, so what is the correct sequence we would like to try and promote in this downswing? So when we get to the top of that backswing like so, the first initial movement really wants to be focusing from the lower half, starting the downswing, not from those arms. So initially we're going to get a little bit of a weight shift across into your lead foot. Okay, so initial weight shift, sometimes I call that as like a little bump across. Then we're going to create a little bit of a rotation of the hips to try and open those up a little bit. That in turn just opens up your torso, your upper body, and then the club then strikes that golf ball. So if you're working it like a 1, 2, 3, so a bump, that weight shift was number 1, number 2 is a rotation, number 3 is striking. We want to try and get that in that particular order as best we can. As I say, most golfers, the strike will jump that cue. Okay, so number 3 jumps forward, so basically get to the top, arms fly down, the weight hasn't got across, haven't got opened up, strikes become a bit of a nightmare. Now that sequencing is super important because that then allows you to create the correct release. Again, another huge important and factor of striking that golf ball, getting your maximum power through that shot, and obviously your distance and your face control. So what do we call the release of the golf club? So basically as you create that hinge in your wrist and the backswing, we want to maintain that hinge for as long as we can in this downswing and release that hinge just upon impact, which gives us a nice sort of straight line from that shaft up through our lead arm and potentially a little bit of shaft lean, which again is going to get you that compression. It's a super tough one to feel, I find, for my pupils to achieve that. We've got to get that sequence of that 1, 2, 3 of the body, which helps with that, but still some golfers still want to throw that trail hand in and try and throw that club in and try and sort of square it and hit it with the hands more so than the body. Fantastic training aid that I'm going to show you now that's really going to give you some good feedback and some assistance with where that release is in that downswing. So there's many aids out there to assist with this, but this is one that I really enjoy using. You can use this for other aspects in the golf swing as well. So this is called the One Club, basically like a shorter sort of club, obviously no club head here, but we've got some cartridges, weighted cartridges. You can pile more into the system here. We can take some out to make it heavier or lighter, or a lighter release. We've got bungees there that will give you more resistance, but ultimately this will fly down to this stopper at the end of the of this contraption. So we will grip it as we would, make the golf swing, and we're going to get that noise. And that is the key. It's an audio feedback here, and we understand and we can sense where that release is happening. Now, if I get up to the top here, and what golfers do, as I mentioned before, stand up through the shot. So you see, stand up, you see the release happens back there. It's all back there. I can feel it, I can hear it, and it's happened too early. So that's going to create a flip in that golf swing. Okay, so if we get there, then we'll just start the arms. Again, it's all back here. There's no that weight shift. So if we can get that combination, that 1, that 2, and then that release, we should hear that contraption hit that buffer at the end, more down through where that impact would be. Like that. And what you'll really sort of sense is like a little wait for it with the hands. So you're really waiting for it here. You're smoothing that transition. You're waiting for it. You're allowing that body to shift, to turn, and then you can let that release happen. So it's a fantastic way of getting some feedback here. There and through. And I get some amazing results with this. Understanding what you're trying to do is obviously very, very important, but then trying to put that into emotion with a golf ball and the fast elements of a golf swing is really difficult to do. So this gives you some great feedback when you're on your own, practicing as to where that release is happening. Then you can take that into a golf ball. If you're interested in grabbing one of these, the One Club, I'll put all the details in the description down below. I have got a discount code there, so you can go and take advantage of that, get a little bit of discount. Whether you're from the UK or the US, there's 2 different links down there, so go and check that out if you're interested in doing it. But fantastic aid for me, work that sequencing, understanding that body positioning, and then you can strike that ball better. Appreciate you watching the video, and hopefully I'll catch you all very soon.